Number 1. The alien interview. The grainy footage allegedly shows an interview with an extraterrestrial at the secretive S4 facility near Area 51. The creature, a classic gray with large, dark eyes, appears to be in medical distress as a telepath and a military general attempt to communicate. The video was reportedly leaked by a whistleblower, Victor, who claimed he copied it from a top-secret recording while transferring tapes for a 1997 documentary. His voice was altered, and he never confirmed he worked at Area 51, only that he had reason to be there, fearing reprisal from the agencies he betrayed. Skeptics point to jerky movements as evidence of puppetry, but believers argue the alien's subtle expressions are impossible to fake. Real or not, it became one of the most infamous so-called leaked alien videos people still argue about today. Number 2. The lost films of Unit 731. Japan's secret wartime program, Unit 731, ran living dissections on conscious prisoners, tested biological weapons like plague on civilians, and conducted gruesome frostbite experiments to study tissue death. Reports from former members confirmed these atrocities were meticulously documented on black and white film. The cameras rolled, capturing what they did for research. After the war, the US controversially granted immunity to the unit's leaders in exchange for their data, a trove of photos, documents, and reportedly the film reels. Were those reels destroyed, or are they locked away in a US archive, deemed too horrific to ever see the light of day? Number 3. The atomic arc. During the Cold War, animals were restrained near live nuclear tests to study radiation, shock waves, and heat. At the Nevada test site, pigs were dressed in uniforms and sheep were tethered near ground zero as part of operations like Upshot, Knot Hole. The experiments were filmed. Some clips have leaked, cows and pigs blown by shock fronts, but insiders say the worst material, the close-up footage showing the immediate biological effects, was destroyed, heavily redacted, or sealed indefinitely. Researchers warned unreleased footage would cause a public meltdown, as these animals were sacrifices to gauge human survivability. The camera saw everything. Number 4. Fukushima Daiichi reactor footage. After the meltdown, robots were sent into the radioactive core. What they saw inside, the raw, unfiltered, and most terrifying footage, is something the public still hasn't seen. After the 2011 meltdown, radiation inside Fukushima's ruined reactors was lethal within minutes. Human entry was impossible, so Japan sent in robots. Some returned with footage of a nuclear hellscape, twisted steel, and melted fuel. The heat had been so intense that sections looked alien. Surfaces fused together into a glassy, blackened mass called corium. The plant's operator, TEPCO, released edited clips with upbeat narration. Everything under control, they said. Number 5. Nerve agent testing on soldiers. During the Cold War, paranoia over chemical warfare led Western governments to test these weapons on their own people. Between the 50s and 70s at facilities like Porton Down in the UK and Edgewood in the US, thousands of young servicemen became human subjects. Some volunteered, but others were deceived, told they were in for harmless behavioral studies. They were dosed with nerve agents like sarin, locked in rooms, and filmed as the horrifying effects took hold. Reports described the footage capturing hallucinations, violent vomiting, collapse, and full-body seizures, all documented in controlled conditions. In the UK, Porton Down filmed over 20,000 exposures. Many veterans grew ill, some sued. The military denied responsibility, and the full, uncensored tapes of what these men endured remain buried. Number 6. Missing frames in the Zapruder film. It's the most analyzed home movie in history, but not everyone agrees we've seen it all. The film's journey is key, from Abraham Zapruder to the Secret Service, then to Life magazine, before landing in the National Archives. In that murky chain of custody, critics argue it could have been altered. Researcher David Lifton claimed a private screening in the late 60s didn't match the public version. He remembered multiple frames with a disturbing white mist from Kennedy's head, more graphic and extended. This suggests the film may have been sanitized. Official copies show jumps and oddities, explained as accidental damage, but for many, it's proof of tampering. If uncut frames exist that could rewrite history, they've never surfaced. Number 7. The Roswell Slides. The 1947 Roswell incident is the cornerstone of UFO lore. In 2015, it seemed the ultimate proof had surfaced. 2 color slides, allegedly found in a chest belonging to Bernard Ray, were promoted as proof of a small mummified being with a large head. The images were striking. Not lights in the sky, but a body. Debate exploded. But the hype collapsed when researchers enhanced a tiny placard in the photo, proving the alien was a mummified child from a museum. The slides were a hoax. But the fiasco highlights a bigger mystery. If the military did recover a craft and bodies in 1947, they would have filmed everything. If you want part 2 of the stories behind the vaults, subscribe and turn on notifications.